No, 20% doesn't even compensate you for inflation of last year. We're seeing inflation already at our projections that inflation is going to come out about 35.3%. The numbers are coming out on Monday next week. So even for if you increase by 20 or 30%, you have not even compensated for this year's inflation. You have not even compensated for the exchange rate devaluation of 47% in 2024. So 20-30% does not even cut it at all. You need something much more aggressive. And what you should be asking is that what will be the corresponding increase in output and productivity because of this increase? Definitely, this is exactly the thing that we require. We need an increase in productivity, increase in capex, and therefore, I would say that anything less than 40 or 50% is not even in the ballpark at all.
Okay, so I'm guessing 40 to 50% hike. Does that mean protecting consumers, and 100% means you're leaving consumers in the cold?
No, 100% is too aggressive. Obviously, for the past 10 years or so, there's been no adjustment, while cumulative inflation for that period is in excess of 150%. So I don't think we should be talking about what the quantum of increase is. It is what the level of productivity that will be associated with this increase brings. And don't forget, you've seen the Band A adjustment some days ago for electricity. And one of the major costs of telco operation is power. So if the power supply situation improves and the tariff is increased, you will see that this particular sector is going to contribute significantly. But please note that for 2 years, there have been no dividends from the telcos, and MTN and Airtel were one of the largest dividend disbursers in this period. They have, because of losses, they've paid no taxes. So even if there's a tariff increase today, you are not going to see this reflect in the profitability of the companies for another year. So it's a long, hard road to travel, but definitely the longest journey in the world starts with the first step. And we should look at it in the context of the fact that, one, there's been an increase in wages, which is not satisfactory, but somewhere. Secondly, there are tax concessions going to be given to the telcos as well, so that they can actually amortize some of their taxes, or actually waive some of the taxes as well, reduce their tax liability, and that can be used and passed back on to the consumers. And it's not, I don't think it's a flat increase. It's going to be staggered across different products, like data, voice, SMS, and all that. So the details will be worked out between the regulator and the operators, but the important thing is that we need investments in that sector. And if we go further to say what we call the what-if analysis, if you do not do this, what is the likely outcome and unintended consequences? Drop calls, the entire payment system, at the mercy of the telcos and the switch, the airline booking system, the medical tourism, the education, all of those things mean that we must begin to invest in this sector that enables and actually catalyzes growth. It is so important and imperative. It must be done like yesterday.
And do you think telecom tariff hikes, do they play into inflation?
It helps to reduce inflation because it increases productivity. Let me give you an example. If I was going to go from Aja to Ikeja to do a job, and I can't get through on the phone because the base station is down, I'd have to go to Aja to find out that the guy is not there. Or I have to go to Aja, find out what is there, come back, go to Ikeja, then come back to buy the parts which I've used to go back again. If you streamline all of this activity, you'll see that there's actually a reduction in cost.